We're going to get you back to your programming in just a moment, but we are following some breaking news this afternoon. I'm Anthony Austin.
And I'm Jeannie Blaylock. This breaking news, there is a large police presence, a scene outside of the Jacksonville Zoo. The zoo right now is still on lockdown. This started about 2:30 this afternoon. On your side's Destiny McKeever is there. And Destiny, officers are redirecting traffic in this area right now.
Yes, Jeannie, they are. It's a large, huge, massive scene out here. We actually had to move a couple blocks back from where officers are actually staged because it's not safe to be in that area, just quite frankly. I do want to step out of the way, though, to show you what we've been looking at so far since we've been out here. Just a lot of traffic in this area, a lot of cars having to back up, reverse, and turn around and go a different way just because officers, as you said, are keeping people out of this area right now. It's just not safe to be out here because we're hearing that there's a suspect on the loose at this point. We have not been able to speak with police to get all of the details about what exactly happened and what led them here. But of course, as you know, we're working to get that information, and police actually came over a few minutes ago and told us that at some point they will have a media briefing at a staging area nearby. So when we get that information, we'll bring it to you. But so far, we've had to move out of the area near Zoo Parkway because we're hearing that there is a suspect at large. And so police, they have tactical gear. They have a lot of police units in that area. And we actually heard them letting out shots in that area. Me and Zach, or Sam, excuse me, my photographer, we've been in this area now for about an hour or so. And we actually, again, had to move back because police said, hey, it's just not safe for you to be this close up. Now, if you take a look kind of near this area, I'm going to kind of guide the camera. You can see there's a gentleman right there. He's talking to the officer. He's been kind of standing in this area. We've also got a gentleman further back down. He's standing in this area too. And a lot of them are truck drivers. They're trying to get through, but they can't because, again, police have this area blocked off. So if you're coming near Zoo Parkway, the best thing for you to do right now is just stay away because, again, someone is at large, and we're hearing from people in this area that there may have been a K-9 involved, there was an officer involved, there was some type of gun exchange. Again, those pieces of details, those have not been confirmed, but we're hearing that somebody is at large and police are looking for them right now in the area near Zoo Parkway. The zoo actually had to be shut down. There is a helicopter, if Sam can kind of, you can see it right there. It's flying up above, and it's just been flying in this area, just circling around in this area for the last, again, hour or so we've been out here. Now, this is a residential area. I want to paint that picture for you. It's a residential area. People live out here. So as you can imagine, people have been told to shelter in place, but they are coming outside on their porches, just observing, trying to see if they can find out more information just like we are. And then there is some working spaces in this area. We see a lot of working spaces in this area, and people, again, having to kind of shelter in place at work until police get this all figured out. There is right now, you're looking at a huge truck in this area because, again, a lot of truck drivers come through here for some reason, so there must be a hub nearby. But that truck is being told, hey, sorry, you're going to have to turn around. And so what police have been doing, what we've observed, is that they're letting them turn around in the middle of the street, kind of, and blocking off the traffic. And some people, you know, they're saying, hey, we live out here. Let us go into our homes. So police, they're having to check your ID to make sure you actually live in this area if you're trying to get over here. And then if you do, they're letting you go and shelter in place at home. But a lot of traffic, a hot mess, just to say the least, in this area because of what's going on. We haven't gotten a lot of details about what led police here, other than the fact that there have been some kind of shooting exchange and there's a suspect at large. So we're trying to work on more information. Again, police are going to hold a media briefing, and as we get that information, we'll be the first to let you know right here on First Coast News. And we also have our social media pages going and our website. You can check us out there too. Back to you guys.
All right, Destiny McKeever, thank you. We do want to clarify some things. So the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office did tell us that they are looking for an armed suspect in that area. We also have information that this did not happen within the zoo. It just happened near the zoo. So once again, they're looking for an armed suspect. This did not happen within the zoo, but the zoo is on lockdown because, as you can see, there is a large police presence there. Zoo Parkway and Bush Drive currently blocked off, and we have some more information about that from people inside the zoo.
That's right. We'll talk to Kaylee Tracy in just a second, but I wanted to bring something up that you probably heard Destiny mention, a canine. So this has not been independently confirmed by First Coast News or by police, but I just got off the phone with Rory Diamond, who's a city council member, of course, and also head of Canines for Warriors, and he is hearing that there was a canine hurt and airlifted from this incident to the First Coast Veterinary Center at Jacksonville Beach. And that is near Trader Joe's. Trader Joe's is not involved with this, but just give you a location near JTB. I just called them. Ironically, my dog is there right now because he had surgery there yesterday, and I'm told there are police officers there at First Coast Veterinary Center, but there is no danger. In fact, my husband is allowed to come pick up Riley in about an hour. I was concerned about that, but there is multiple scenes here going on. But the scene out at the zoo is where they think there is, as you mentioned, an armed suspect still on the loose. No one is calling it an active shooter at this point. So let's go now to Kaylee Tracy on your side. She spoke with Brittany Reed. Now, she was visiting the zoo with her 3 daughters, and here's what she told us.
They are just kind of looking. I have them like sitting on the ground against like the t-shirts and stuff because obviously, if not to be funny, if something crazy happens and bullets start flying, I want them as low as they can be. So I just let them have their chips and stuff and just had them sitting on the ground, and they just keep looking over at me and their dad, like kind of, I'm keeping it cool looking at them. I don't want them freaking out, but I do have a lump in my throat. I'm trying to keep my cool for them, for sure. But I'll just be a lot happier when I'm told that we can definitely get in our truck and head home. But it's crazy.
So you've heard there from someone who's currently at the Jacksonville Zoo. They're not allowed to leave at this hour because of an officer-involved incident near the zoo. This did not happen within the zoo, but the zoo was put into lockdown mode around 2:30 this afternoon.
And you can hear that mom saying she had a lump in her throat. She's trying to stay cool for the kids, but she'll be glad when it's all over and they can go home. Witnesses we've talked to on the scene tell us that they do believe they heard shots in the area outside of the zoo. We're told the individual was never inside the zoo, as Anthony has been emphasizing, and that there are still guests in the zoo unable to leave because of this lockdown. Our photographer there says all the exits right now are blocked.
That's right. So once again, if you're just now joining us, JSO searching for an armed suspect near the zoo. We're going to continue to keep you updated. You're taking a live look there. You can see JSO along with Florida Highway Patrol here at the scene as they continue to look for that armed suspect. We don't know the details of exactly what happened, why they were called out there in the first place. But as Jeannie mentioned, we are hearing reports that a police dog was injured.
And we're also hearing reports from JSO that they will hold a media briefing. We don't know when, but we'll keep you posted. That'll be live, of course, on our social media and on air. We'll take you back to your regular program, and we promise to keep you posted.
This has been a First Coast News special report.